What's up, YouTube? The summer of Smash is finally coming to a close as all the events in the first half of the year have been complete. And now I do what's called the box rank, where I order the top 20-ish players in Melee and who I think deserves, in order, the spots 1 through 20. So without further ado, let's go over the top 25 box rank for 2025. We can start here with Cody's results for the year. Cody is projected to be #1 summer rank, quite simply because he's won the most things. He won the regional afterburner, didn't do too hot at Genesis. Genesis he lost to Mango and to Aura, so not too good. Won Beak Bonk and then some regional over Salt and Altitude Sickness. So won a lot of regionals, but then the big comeback was Nouns Bowl 2025, which was a major where he won. But then the big win, the reason he locked in rank 1 for the summer, was of course tipped off. And he came back from losers to beat Amsa and Crudo and Zane twice in a 3-1 and 3-2 set. Did all that, and as a result, also, we can look at his head-to-heads now, which we have in front of us. And you notice Cody has a dominant record on me, tied with Zane, because of course he's tied with Zane. Hasn't played Axe, 4-0 on Moki, up on Mango, up on Josh, up on Jmook, up on Triff, up on Salt, up on Aklo. Two random things that he's down versus SDJ and Wizzy. Tied with Aura, but up on Crudo, Junebug, Amsa, Nikki. Just up on almost everyone, especially when it comes to the top 10. He has not a single losing record to anyone in the top 10, whereas Zane does. Means Mr. Cody Schwab is your #1 player for the summer. If you look at 2025, you'll notice that the winners for these events, Hungrybox won Genesis. Yeah. Zane won Battle of BC and Get on My Level just last weekend. So Zane had 2 wins there to Cody's 3. Zane also has 1 second place to Cody's 1 second place. I have 1 second place and 1 win. But Zane, of course, just off this alone, you really don't have to look at anything else to understand why Zane is the second best player in the world right now, according to this. Especially if we factor in the fact that, you know, major wins are above everything else too. So we go here to the head-to-heads. We can also check that out too. Zane tied with Cody, tied with H-Box. Who saw that one coming? Tied with Axe, and down to Moki. What's crazy about Zane is you look at these first 4 and it's just very surprising, right, for Zane? Because usually he'd be up on Moki, he'd be up on me, he might even be up on Cody, but tie, and losing. So interesting start to the year for Zane, but still managed, of course, to get up 2 major wins too. Has 1 up on Mango, up on Josh. Hasn't played Jmook or Triff this year. Up on Salt, Aklo, SDJ. Up on Crudo, hasn't played Wizzy. Up on Aura. And down randomly on Junebug. So that's basically where it's at. Apart from the weird head-to-heads, he still won 2 majors for the year, and that of course puts him at 2nd. I think no one can really argue with that too. In 3rd place, you have me, because I won Genesis, and I also have pretty decent placements throughout the year. I was the only player apart from Cody and Zane to win a super major this year. I had a awful, of course, tipped off, as we all know, but consistency apart from tipped off is back. Like if you just put a giant, if you put my face cam over tipped off like this, we just ignore that number right there. Look at this. Look at everything above and below me, right? That's podium for all other events, including a CEO win. So I won a really big national, or I'm sorry, I won a national that had a lot of viewership over a demon of mine, which was in Wizzing, which gave me a winning record on Wizzing. And I got 2nd place Gommel, 3rd place Full House, 3rd place Battle of BC. I mean, by and far, there's no one even, I think, close to a 3rd place argument as I am right here. Your boy is now 3rd, and honestly, I'm pretty proud of myself. And you can also check my head-to-heads. Cody, of course, is the thorn on my side, but for the first time in literal years, I'm even with Zane. Even with Moki up on Axe, Mango, Joshman, Jmook. I'm up 3-0 on Jmook, up on Triff, up on Salt. Tied with SJ. I'm up on Wizzy! We did it! Up on Wizzy, tied with Zane. This is good. and then I'm up on everyone else except Nikki because of the loss at Tipped Off. So I believe if I had to think about rankings and how they're going to handle the situation with Mango, my guess is that they would include him just because he was at every other event, not Gomo this year. They're not going to include him. I mean, year end, I think they're just going to account for the lack of attendance just as a falter and probably give him like some sort of like 10th, 12th, 13th rank, something like that. But I think for the sake of just raw data and comparing numbers, I'll put him into this ranking. I wouldn't put him 4th. Now here comes the hard part. Now we gotta open up each of these majors. Alright, so the way I like doing these is like, we always, in my eyes, it's always, you know, useful to write down the players who could be in this 4th slot, right? Moki is an option. Josh Man is an option. I do not think Mango has a case for 4th. Wizzy's closer than you think. Wizzy's closer than Mango to 4th in my year. I guess I can put in Mango if you guys really want. And Axe. We can look at each of these to see what it might be. Mango got 4th at Genesis, Moki got 7th at Genesis. They both got top 8. Axe got 7th Genesis. Salt got 5th. Wizzy got 3rd. Triff got 2nd. Of course, Triff, an amazing start to the year by Triff, who, you know, basically shocked everyone. And he almost beat me that first set of Grand. He was very, very close to just winning Genesis, which would have been absolutely insane for him. Battle of BC, we had Mango, I don't think Mango even got, he wasn't even on the, what did Mango get here? Got 17th here. Lost to Aura, someone else, and Zuppy. Zane won this, Cody 2nd, me 3rd. J-Mook did decently here, got 4th. Axe again made top 8 and got 5th here. So that's really, really good for Axe. He had Aura, Spark, and Amsa here as well. So with Genesis and Battle of BC, Axe has a pretty strong case so far. And Wizzy, what place did Wizzy get here? Oh, and Moki also lost to Graves, right? Moki and Wizzy had a shaky Battle of BC. Mango got 7th at Nouns Bowl, J-Mook got 5th. Moki got 7th, Ackle got 7th. Moff did really well, and Nikki did really well, and Josh Man, look at this, out of nowhere, 2nd place Josh Man, Nouns Bowl. How did Josh Man go to Battle of BC? Wizzy got 13th, Josh Man 13th, so same as Wizzy. Mango 17th, Axe 5th. If we look at Genesis one more time, it's Salt 5th, Josh Man got 9th here, as did STJ, Jimmy got 13th, Weirdo Plup there too. We're trying to right now figure out who is 4th. This is a really, really hard one. Axe, once again, did really well, but Moki did even better. At Tipped Off, the good performance Tipped Off were Amsa, Crudo, Mango. Of the contentious list, Mango did the best. Axe got 17th. Moki 17th? What the fuck? Wizzy 17th? At Gommel, Axe didn't go, which makes things even more confusing. But Josh Man got 5th. Josh Man got 5th at Gommel, 2nd at Nouns Bowl, and a couple of the top 8s. I gotta compare the peaks. If we're going off vibes, I go off peaks. What was Mango's best performance this year? I guess it was Genesis? Yeah, so it's not a really good peak for him. Whereas Wizzy got 3rd at Genesis, Wizzy got 4th at Gommel, and then Josh got 9th here. Axe got 7th. I think the head-to-head's what matters here. Alright, let's check Moki's head-to-heads now. Even with me, Moki's up on Zane. Huge. Up on Axe, also big. Up on Josh Man. Wait. Moki is up on Josh Man, Axe, and Zane. And tied with me. Up on J-Mook, up on Salt, up on Aklo, down on SJ, down on Wizzy, down on Crudo, up on Aura, down on Sunsei, down on Mad. Okay. Really good at the top, not too great in the top 10 to 20. But I don't even have to look at the rest to know that. Look at Josh Man's head-to-head right now against Cody, me, Zane, Axe, Moki. Josh is losing every head-to-head here. I just realized. So Josh isn't 4th. Axe hasn't played Cody, down versus me, even on Zane, down versus Moki. The head-to-heads tell such a different story. And finally, Wizzy. Wizzy is up on Cody. Down versus me. Tied. Hasn't played. Up on Moki. Down on Josh, man. The head-to-heads here tell an insanely different story. But I think Moki's head-to-heads here, it's pretty undeniable. Axe lost to me, Moki, Jmook, Salt. I'm gonna give it, I think it's either Axe or Moki. I have to ask, who had the higher peak this year? Axe has a Zane win, but is tied. Moki has a Zane win and is up. And Moki got second place at Full House. And Moki has a win on me. And Moki is beating Axe in the head-to-head. Moki is the 4th best player in Melee currently. Congrats to Moki. And I believe Axe is 5th. Let me look at Mango really quick. Mango also has a wall of red. Mango's head-to-heads are actually atrocious. He's even losing to Axe. I think this is a perfectly fine top 5. We're looking now for the 6th best player in the world. Now, let's start with peaks, alright? Let's put a little thing here. Super Major peak. Joshman got 2nd at Nouns Bowl. Wizzy, 3rd place. Gommel definitely helped out Josh, so he got 2nd and 5th. Wizzy got 3rd and I believe 4th, right? Mango got 4th at Genesis, 5th at Tipped Off. Triff got 2nd. I'm telling you, keep your eye on this. There might be an interesting way of looking at this, honestly speaking. Crudo got 3rd at Tipped Off, and I believe that's it. Oh, then he won. So I'll put a 1 asterisk because of Full Bloom. 3rd and 1st with an asterisk. Then SDJ 3rd at Gommel and 9th for the 2 best peaks. So already we have a pretty interesting list here. But let's not include Crudo's full Bloom is weird, right? It's weird because it was a major that wasn't a major. It's not a major, but it's a really big national. Salt, okay, let me add Salt really quick. Salt got 5th at Genesis, and then okay. So going off just Super Major Peak, if we look at these, just going off this, I would have to give this. I would say even if we do an average, this is 3.5 average. Like we can just do the average, right? That's 3.5, 3.5. It's around there if you want to go off that. Like off the 2 best performances. I know it's a little bit cherry picked, but I'd say Josh and Wizzy is pretty close there. We probably have to look at head-to-heads, right? Alright. Josh man has a wall of red against the top 6. Josh man is up on Jmook, down on Salt, up on Aklo, up on Wizzy, up on Crudo, up on Aura. Wizzy is up on Zane, dude. I'm sorry, on Cody. Even huger. Even more huge. That's even better. He's up on Cody. Down on me. Tied with Zane. Hasn't played Zane or Axe. Up on Moki. Down on Josh, man. Dude, I don't know. I think I kind of... Call me crazy. He's down on Crudo and Triff, unfortunately. And Amsa. Wizzy has some ugly losses and Sunsei. Up on Aura. Being up on Cody, to me... Honest to God, chat, I think because of Gamma, we tipped the hat. Yeah, it might just be BBL Wizzy, dude. I think we simply have to accept this. He has amazing consistency, some bad losses, but up on Cody. I can't. How many people can say they're up on Cody this year? I fear Wizzy is number 6 in the world. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick peek at SDJ really quick, cause remember, I'm always someone who I always will say I go off peaks more than bottoms. You know what I mean? Let's just see what kind of year this mad Puff has had. 1 Wrath, One fight pit out of 214 people. Wait, that's a big ass regional. Who's there? J-Mook not having a good year. One Wrath over Magi and J-Chu. So won some 2 big regionals. Okay. And then they got 9th at Genesis. But then look at this, 9th at Tipped Off. If anything, SDJ is a pillar of consistency. Has not placed lower than 9th the entire year. Now, let's see how they did head-to-head. Up on Cody Schwab. Again, it's such a fucking glaring thing when I see it that it just melts my brain a little bit. It's just like, how the fuck am I down 0-4 and they're up 1-0? Amazing. Tied with me. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We might have to make some decisions here. Up on Moki? Down on Zane, down on Axe, very surprising. Down on Mango, down on Triff. Their head-to-head start amazing. Not really a bad year at all. Definitely STJ's best year ever. The question is, though, who is the 7th best player in the world amongst these individuals? We've dictated that Wizzy is 6th. Oh, it's gotta be Josh, man, doesn't it? Yeah, it's gotta be Josh for sure, 7th. Now we have to pick between Crudo, SDJ, Salt, Mango, Triff. I guess we can throw in Amsa now. 7th Battle of BC, 4th. Oh, 4th Tipped Off, that's pretty good. 4th and 7th. That's actually not bad. Amsa, very, very bad head-to-head. Oh, awful, actually. Amsa's only up on Aklo and Wizzy. Unfortunate for Amsa, yeah. It's actually, like, he has some pretty good top performances, but Mango's head-to-head, he's down on all the top players. He has a set on Cody, set on me. 5 with Triff, up on Salt. Up on SDJ, down on Crudo. Crudo head-to-head, Crudo is up on Moki and Mango. That's actually pretty good. And J-Mook. Crudo's up on Mango, Moki, J-Mook. Tie with Salt. And he's up on Wizzy and Aura and Amsa. Wow. Crudo. And Crudo won full bloom. That might be like the kicker that he needs. Is Crudo 8th? No, it might be SDJ. Because look at SDJ's head-to-head. SJ also up on Moki. Tie with me, up on Cody, up on Moki, which is even better than Crudo. Oh my god. STJ might be 8th. Dude, STJ doesn't even have a bad loss. STJ is the 8th best player in the world. 2 puffs in top 8. I cannot believe I'm saying it. I feel like 9th place you give to either Mango or Crudo. Who has the... Okay, here's a question. Because all these placements are pretty similar. Who has the best head-to-heads of these 6 players? Amsa definitely has the worst head-to-heads of these 4. Salt? Let me see Salt. Salt is up on Axe, up on Josh, up on Triff. Salt's actually not that bad. Crudo is up on Moki and Mango. And J-Mook, and tied with Salt. Also up on Wizzy and Aura. In terms of peaks, Mango got 4th and 5th. Triff got 2nd and 7th. All these players, by the way, have a bad bracket. But Triff should be rewarded for, like, 2nd place at Genesis is so huge. Triff, of all these players here, Triff has the highest peak. Let's see Triff's head-to-head, actually. Triff hasn't played Zane, Axe, or Moki this year. 1-1 with Mango. Triff down on J-Mook. Down on Salt. Up on Aklo and SDJ and Wizzy and Crudo. Mango has a Cody win, a me win. Mango's tied with Triff. Mango's up on Salt, up on SDJ, up on Junebug, down on Crudo. Dude, I think it's Crudo than Mango. I think we have to. It's so weird to look at, but I think we have to. Bask in it, chat. These are your top 10 players in the world currently. Here's a question. Who is number 11 in the world? We're doing top 20. I think we give this to Triff safely, if I'm being honest. For 2nd place at Genesis. Low key, maybe even above Mango, but I'm putting Trip 11th, and I don't think there's much of an argument there apart from these. All right, we got Salt and Amsa. I think I give it to Salt. Well, Amsa has better placements, but Amsa's head-to-head is like the worst he's ever had. Salt has 3 winning matchups in that head-to-head. Salt is up on Triff, up on Joshman, and up on Axe. We'll look at you, and a Cody win. And a Cody, yeah, Salt, easily. Alright, this is actually easier than I thought. Who is 13th apart from Amsa and Nikki? I'll put Aura. Laud, Sunsei. Could throw in none. Jmook. Oh my god. Aklo. Don't think it's Ossify. Moth. Gotta throw in Moth there. Holy shit, Aura, you're cracked. I think it's just Aura, honestly. Aura also has a Cody win, you're right. Sunsei... Aura, I think if you have a good enough head-to-head, I think I'll just give it to you. Aura, you are 1-1. You're tied with Cody. Not only is it a win, you're just tied with him. 1-1 with Cody. 1-1 with Mango. 1-1 with Salt. And you're up on Aklo. And you're up on Sunsei and Moth, Aura. Aura, you have a higher peak. Sunsei has a better head-to-head, but you have a higher peak. Who did Amsa beat? Amsa beat Aklo and Wizzy. But Aura has a Cody win. Aura is tied with Cody. I'm not even kidding. I think that's what it is. I think Aura's 13th. Okay. Now we have... Oh my god! Hold on. Let me... Before we keep pushing Jmook down, let me see Jmook's actual performances here. 13th Genesis. 4th Battle of BC. 5th Nouns Bowl. Okay, his peaks are actually not that bad. It's just he has a pretty unfortunate head-to-head this year. Jmook's top 20 is a slaughter. I'm willing to put Jmook 15th because he still has the highest. Well, Nikki has the higher, but Jmook has like a 4th and a 5th here. Sunsei is up on Jmook, tied with Aklo. Sunsei is up 2-0 on Moki too. Wow, that's really big. Up on Wizzy and Crudo. I think we do Sunsei Jmook here. Oh, Jmook has a Cody win. I'm tied with Axe. It's close. It's pretty close between these two. Laud has only... Okay, let's look at Laud. I think we're sleeping on Laud. Holy shit, Laud got 5th that tipped off? Wait, what? I completely forgot about Laud. 5th Full Bloom, 2nd Combo Breaker, 5th Tipped Off, 5th CEO. 17 Genesis. The only thing is he only went to 2 majors this year. Well, 2.5 if Full Bloom counts half a major. I wish they had Laud's head-to-head. Let's look at Moth really quick, yo. Because we're also forgetting about Moth. Moth didn't go to Genesis, so Moth's year started at Full Bloom. Moth got 9th at Full Bloom. 4th Nouns Bowl, 17th. 17th. Okay, not too great. Not the best. Tao Jmook, up on Aklo, up on Crudo. I would still give Jmook the slight nod. Just better bracket runs and a Cody win. Even though Sunsei is up on head-to-head. Alright, so this leaves Nikki, Nun, Aklo, Laud. I don't think Moth is top 20. I think top 20 is this order. These 4 players in some order. I mean, who else could it be? We gotta make sure we add all the contenders here. Junebug. I can throw in Maja. Junebug got 9th at Genesis, 9th Nouns Bowl, 13th Full House, 25th at Bell. Results are... He got 9th for his peak, so it's actually not terrible. First 2 peaks. And then... Holy shit, Junebug is up on Zane. Oh, I completely forgot about that. And Jmook. He's up on Zane and Jmook. Oh, I knew he took a set. I didn't realize he was up. And down on everyone else except Sensei. And Nun's head-to-heads were... Nun is up on Josh Man, which is actually pretty good. He's tied with Triff, up on Salt, up on Junebug. Can't forget about Aklo. Oh, 5th and 7th. Oh, it's probably just Aklo, honestly. I forgot about Aklo. Let me see what's head-to-head. It might just be Aklo. Head-to-head's not too great. Up on Jmook, up on Salt. Up on Crudo, down on Aura, down on Amsa, up on Junebug. Tie with Sunsei, down Magi Moth. Oof. Sunsei randomly has the best head-to-heads here. That's why I put him 16th. And then Nikki. Nikki might be... Let's see. Nikki is up on me and Mango. And got 3rd. And up on Junebug. It's probably Nikki. And he got 3rd at Nouns Bowl. He did. He had a great run there. Up on Wizzy also. Yeah, I think we have to rely on vibes here a bit. Just seeing, comparing Nun, Aklo, Junebug, and Nikki, it's Nikki. For 17th. If I were to compare the head-to-heads here, I'd give Junebug 18th. I would give... I wish I had Laud's head-to-heads on everyone. If we do 21, in case Mango's not ranked, everyone wants it. All right. Here's what I think it's gonna look like, because Laud got 5th at Tipped Off. What did Aklo get 5th at? Full Bloom. Oh, it's not even a major. Never mind. So it's 7th and 9th for him. Oh yeah, let's look at Magi before I forget. Oh, Magi had a great Tipped Off. I almost forgot. Oh, wow. 7th, 9th, and 4th at Full Bloom. Let's look at Magi. Magi is up on Moki and Jmook and Aklo. Laud is up on Triff, Sunsei, and Axe. I believe that, yeah. So Magi actually has a really good head-to-head here. Wow, this is actually really... Alright, I think we can definitely agree these are the 4 remaining players if we do a top 22, which I guess we might as well do. Yeah, this is the hardest part of the list, probably. Alright, first question. Who has... Of these 4 players, who has the single best win this year? Laud beat Axe. Magi beat Moki, though, right? Magi beat Moki. But Laud was more consistent. I can't believe None should have had a Zane win at Battle of BC. Remember that set? All I needed to do was just tap it in. Ah! I was cheering so hard, that's it. Magi has a Plup win. Who's that? What's a Plup? Is that some kind of pro player? Laud is up on Axe, up on Triff, up on Aklo. Tied with Crudo, up on Junebug. Tied with Amsa, up on Sunsei. In my heart of hearts, because Laud got 5th at Tipped Off to Magi 7th. Laud is number 19. I believe Magi is number 20. Aklo, and then None. Done. Your box rank, top 22. I'm not going further because it gets way too closer to that. Yeah, I know Moff got 4th. But Moff's head-to-head wasn't too great. Up on Aklo, Crudo. Actually, up on Aklo, Crudo, Magi. Oh, tie with Wizzy. I didn't notice that. We'll definitely give Moff 23 right here. Or I guess I could do like this, put Moff here. This is why I don't want it to go further, because it gets really inaccurate anywhere here further. Kind of like that. But yeah, that's the list, give or take.